We are back with Daily Deposits, fresh perspective, 2 minutes at a time. The deposit for today, salt and pepper. I was making breakfast for my daughter this morning, and when I opened up the cabinet, to get all the spices out, I just kind of stopped and counted. There were 25 different spices in my cabinet. And I thought to myself, how did we ever get to this place? Because there was a time that when you were seasoning things, you just put a little salt and you put a little pepper. Now, there's nothing wrong with all these other fancy seasonings. And I mean, I've got a little bit of everything up there in that cabinet. But what I've forgotten about is salt and pepper. And the way I know I've forgotten about it is because I keep on replacing all those other spices, but the salt and pepper has lasted forever because I got so many choices now. Life is a lot like that. Sometimes we veer away from the basics, just the bare necessities that we need to make it. And we go after all these other super fancy and super, tricky and convoluted things, right? We chase after all of this stuff. But when it comes down to it, all we really need is the salt and pepper of life. And for each one of us, that's different. We just need those bare basic minimums that work very well for us. So I want you to think about that in your life today. To you, what is just salt and pepper? And here's what I did this morning. When I made breakfast for my daughter, though I had all the other choices, I only used salt and pepper this morning to make her eggs and all for breakfast. And it tasted delicious. So getting back to the basics sometimes is so wonderful. Nothing wrong with all the variety and all the other things, but don't forget about those foundational things that you need to make it day by day. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our next daily deposit. Go figure out what your salt and pepper is in your life.